23 random acts of kindness that restored faith in humanity. Number 1. Crafty Recycling. Massachusetts resident Judy O'Brien came across a viral video about crocheting with plastic bags and introduced the idea to her senior housing community. Now about a dozen women meet every week to crochet donated bags into water-resistant mats for homeless people. "I think they'll stop crocheting only when they ban plastic bags," O'Brien told the Christian Science Monitor. Number 2. Airport Food Drive. Airline representatives at Orlando International Airport knew that federal employees were working without pay during January's partial government shutdown, so they organized a food and supplies drive to help TSA, Customs, and Federal Aviation Administration workers until their paychecks resumed. Number 3. Holiday Spirit. This Christmas, a burglar broke into the Salvation Army in Sanford, Maine, and stole some $1,700 in cash from a locked safe. But when the word got out in the local community, they raised the funds once again. And then some. 3 businesses each gave $1,700 to the nonprofit to support its food pantry and other outreach efforts. The Portland Press-Herald reported. Number 4. Reunited Pups. When California Animal Control Authority seized 78 bulldogs from a backyard breeder in 2017, more than 3,000 people offered to adopt the neglected animals. In December, about a dozen lucky owners and their rescued pets organized a reunion to celebrate how far they'd come. 1 year ago, the dogs had urine-soaked paws, no hair, and wounds everywhere. WAG's shelter manager Courtney Domi told the Orange County Register they had never been touched by people and were in crates. They were breeding stock. Look what a year of being loved does. Number 5. Florence Rescue Force. After Hurricane Florence caused devastating flooding in North Carolina this fall, kind-hearted citizens like Amber Herschel jumped into action. The volunteer from the Civilian Crisis Response Team helped rescue 7-year-old Kayana Cromarty and her family from their flooded home on September 14, 2018 in James City. Number 6. Back to School Cuts. Anthony Ledesma, Victor Irwin, and Aaron Flowers volunteered their talents at the 6th Annual Cuts for Kids event last August in San Jose, California. 15 barbers gave out hundreds of free haircuts for students returning to school. Number 7. Young do-gooder. Charles Chucky Williams lost his father to colon cancer when he was just 8 years old. Since then, the Evansville, Indiana resident has honored his memory through charitable acts, including filling a semi-trailer with thousands of toys for a local nonprofit back in 2016. Number 8. Donor Network. The decision made by Patricia Alma to donate the organs of her late 3-year-old daughter Veronica Garcia helped save 3 lives. Essence Walls, an 8-month-old baby, received her heart, a 2-year-old received her liver, and a 68-year-old woman received her kidneys. Number 9. A Christmas Visit. Mr. and Mrs. Klaus spread a little holiday cheer at Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children in Denver last year. The volunteers took pictures with the babies and families spending the holidays in the NICU, including Priemi Caden Reed Odie. Number 10. Earthquake Heroes. Frida the rescue dog and her trainer Israel Eros Salinas went viral for their life-saving efforts during the 7.1 magnitude earthquake that shook Mexico City in 2017. The 9-year-old Labrador has detected the bodies of 52 people during her career, and the duo recently received their own statue for their service to the Mexican Navy. Number 11. Superhero Surprise. Members of the Aurora Police Strategic Response Team came up with a clever way to surprise patients at Children's Hospital Colorado in 2017. 4 officers dressed up in superhero costumes before rappelling down the side of the building, greeting children along the way. Number 12. Helping Hand. American Abby D'Agostino and New Zealander Nikki Hamblin won a Special Olympic commendation for their sportsmanship at the 2016 Rio Games. After Hamblin tripped in a 5,000-meter heat and brought D'Agostino down with her, the American helped her competitor to her feet. Later on in the race, D'Agostino fell again as a result of her twisted leg, but Hamlin stayed by her side until the finish line. Number 13. Canine Heroes. A lucky dog got a ride from some unnamed helpers in the aftermath of Hurricane Matthew 2 years ago. Photographer Sean Rayford caught these 2 men pushing a makeshift boat through the floodwaters in Lumberton, North Carolina. Number 14. Selfless Donor. College athlete Cameron Lyle registered as a bone marrow donor in high school and promptly forgot about it, until he received a call just a month before the final track and field championships of his career. The shot put star gave up his medal chances and underwent the surgery, helping an unknown man suffering from leukemia. Number 15. Well-Deserved Makeovers. Every year, the Fred Jordan Mission of Los Angeles recruits volunteer hairstylists, manicurists, and estheticians to pamper homeless women and underprivileged children with makeovers. lunch, and personal care supplies. Amber Paul applies makeup to Joanne Simpson at an event in 2002. Number 16. Whale rescuers. Long-fin pilot whales can weigh as much as 5,000 pounds, but that didn't stop 58 volunteers from saving 17 of them during a 2009 mass stranding at Hamelin Bay in Australia. The animals' lovers raced against the clock, keeping the gentle giants comfortable until they could guide them back out to sea. Number 17. Long-lost wallet. While Good Samaritans will return wallets to their owners, these do-gooders really took it up a notch. Constructor workers in Downey, California, came across a likely stolen pocketbook from 1957 when remodeling an office in 2000 and turned it over to their bosses. Then law enforcement released the info to the media to track down the owner, Alma Scott Grieshaber. She had unfortunately passed away the year before, but internet genealogists then connected her with descendant John Grieshaber. When the family came to collect the wallet, her two great-grandchildren got to see a snapshot of their ancestor's life. Number 18. Education enabler. College student Angie Rivera didn't qualify for federal aid or loans, so she started selling $5 education bracelets to fund her tuition at John Jay College back in 2012. When Good Samaritan Luis Hernandez heard her story, the retired MTA worker paid her entire $2,500 bill. Number 19. Epic Toy Drive. Wrapping your own Christmas presents can get tedious, but Denver volunteers prepare gifts for more than 3,500 people in need as part of an annual tradition. The prep culminates in the Father Woody Party, named after a Colorado priest who opened his church doors to the homeless during the bitter winter of 1982. Number 20. New wheels. An abandoned Chihuahua born without front legs got a new lease on life thanks to some kind-hearted humans. A San Francisco shelter first rescued the dog named Daffodil off the street. Olivia Kong, who works for the prosthetics company Orthopets, then adopted her and set the pup up with special wheels. An abandoned Chihuahua born without front legs got a new lease on life thanks to some kind-hearted humans. A San Francisco shelter first rescued the dog named Daffodil off the street. Olivia Kong, who works for the prosthetics company Orthopets, then adopted her and set the pup up with special wheels. Number 21. Safe Haven. Denver Public Library hired community resource specialists like Christy Schieffer to help the city's homeless population stay warm and find the help they need. Here, Schieffer assists Richard Ortega with charging his wheelchair at the Denver Central Library on January 26, 2017. Number 22. Free Hugs. Random residents of Krakow, Poland, embraced on Free Hugs Day in 2018. If you'd like to get in on the action, mark your calendars. International Free Hugs Month starts in July. Number 23. Organ swap. Anthony DeGilio's decision to give his kidney to a stranger back in 2008 led to not one but 4 donation surgeries in a single day. The young man went through with the surgery after seeing a 60 Minutes program on live organ donors. His kidney saved Barbara Osofsky, whose husband donated one in return to Elena Binder, whose father then gave a kidney to Andrew Novak, whose sister then gave a kidney to Luther Johnson. While not a match for their own loved ones, the chain of donations saved multiple lives.